something was going on to make your life easier, and you don't want to pay the woman, you know. And so she gets up and say, yeah, I'm sorry, this is my fiance. I don't know why he on this, making all this trouble, and he on this bullshit right now. And he said he embarrassed me on this bus in front of everybody. And so the other nigga woman, she gets up to go, I'll tap your own sister. So now the chick is arguing with her.
Oh wow!
I'm like, why? You, it's crazy. And I'm like, I almost wanted to get up and put the flops on, man. He was making me so mad, and it was holding up the bus.
Right. That's
I'm like,
one
I'm
thing.
trying to get up here to do the work, man.
Right.
You on this bullshit. The woman, that's your woman. She needed a fair pay, but you know what? She a decent woman, man, physically, right? And she seemed like, you know, the Lord might take her from me. She gonna get Abigail, and somebody righteous gonna get her anyway, man. But the point is, man, he created all that drama for no reason, man. Had the whole bus in an uproar because the buses just sat there for like 2-3 minutes, dealing with with that madness, man. And people like, look, man, we gotta go. So, gotta forget about this. Keep my word.
What are y'all Muslim?
No, we look at that side. We are not Muslims.
What nationality is she? No, I said nationality.
Asshole.
Right.
Who? No, I said what's her nationality? I told you this. Yeah. Black. Black. Okay, so you can be from China. Your father was black? You are Israelite.
Well, you could be Benjamin or Levi too, but nevertheless, you're an Israelite. So this is what this is all about. This is our heritage. The Bible is a book about our people. It's not about all people. All right? There is no universal salvation. Salvation in the Bible is for the people of the book, and we're the people of that book.
That's right.
As a matter of fact, that's why I gave you what I gave you. Because I know you my people, and when I talked to you down there, you were sincere. All right? Uh-huh. But the next thing you know, hey, Shalom, sister. So we so the bus finally pull off. Why this loudmouth, effeminate dude get on the bus?
Oh, wow.
Now he got everybody in an uproar because he on the phone arguing with his sister.
Oh wow.
And they on speakerphone, so you can hear her.
That was out the thing.
And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And he a flaming, right. And you know, he even had the nigga women offended on the bus, man. Because he getting on there, he arguing with his sister, like, and he hung up on her once. So she calls him back, and he like, I don't need to hear all that shit. Shit, bitch, I ain't getting no dick either. I ain't had no dick since April. And I'm like, and then you heard the nigga in the back, Jesus.
That's something on their Facebook.
You can't make this up, man.
God.
I'm like, damn, let me just, I have to endure this shit, man.
That's what we gotta go through.
All right, now give me that Romans 1 and 25, because he started describing it, and then she was like, "That's why your hip hurt." Your hip hurt.
Back out of there.
And he said, "Girl, bitch, my hip hurt, not my ass." He said, and that pain in my asshole was a good pain. I don't know what you talking about. That nigga big like me. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, this is nasty.
Yeah.
Gotta go, man.
So it gotta go, man. It gotta go.
Sick place.
He want everybody to know his business, man. Like, man, we don't want to hear about you, getting rotted in your butt, rotting another man in his butt. We don't want to hear all that, man. You know, I can't. Yeah, that's right. It ain't supposed to be happening at all. Hey, look, I can't wait until it's time to I know what you meant, brother, but I can't wait till it's time to just put swords on these people.
Right.
All right, but it's time to administer the punishments, and how right this out, we get to be the ones to do that, man.
Man, that's why we do this work, man.
This is Romans 1 and 25. Who changed the truth of Yahweh into a lie and worship and serve the Creator more than, the creature more than the Creator.
So these people worship themselves, man. Right? Go ahead.
Who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause, Yahweh gave them up unto vile affection.
Right, so that's a vile affection. A man with a man or a woman with a woman. All right? Or a group thing. You know? Five guys sharing abroad, and that shit is normal. You got women that's down with that, want that. You know? Or two chicks sharing a man. You know, at the same time, it's okay for a man to have multiple wives. But he ain't supposed to be a
I love you, my brother. I love you.
damn, but then see you can't make this up, man.
Devil's out here having.
All right, so a man can have multiple women, but you deal with those women on an individual basis, man. You don't have, because I was watching some video and some nigga woman was talking about, I think they call it polygamy.
Yeah, that's illegal.
Yeah, when the woman was talking about how she want, multiple lovers, and she want them all in her bed on Saturday night. I'm talking about Saturday. Yeah, I want Saturday night orgies after a long week of work.
That's correct.
So,
it said, who changed the truth of Yahweh into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause Yahweh gave them up unto vile affection.
so what they don't realize is that they're cursed. That's a vile affection for you to desire to be that way. The Lord gave them up to vile affections, man. That's the most unmanly thing that you can do. All right? Is give yourself up over unto another man. That's some unmanly shit, man. Go ahead.
It says, for even their women did change the natural use unto that which is against nature.
Right, so I learned last year what scissors it means.
Scissors?
Yeah, I didn't know what the hell that meant.
Yeah.
Clearly she knows.
When he said scissors, I said it gotta be two women.
Yeah, but as soon as I said it, she turned around. She knew. Right. As soon as I said it, and she had that look. Meaning she's involved in an activity or she's done it before. Yeah, they open their legs and rub themselves.
First time I seen them on South Park, like years, like now.
Damn, they
That's a
showed
cartoon.
that on South
They
Park.
literally showed it, like going in, yeah. And then it's bugged out because the one who was doing it changed from a man to a woman. It was just bugged, out. I remember I was probably like 12.
Right, and they know 12-year-old got no business seeing the bullshit.
Well, they call it predictive programming.
Yeah.
They just grooming them at a young age.
Television
About that.
tells you what
Hey,
it is.
when those sodomites singing about how they gonna get your children, you know, we gonna convert your children. Ain't nothing you can do about it. It's some little stupid ass song they was singing. Is there more than that? Okay, cool. Bring it down. Bring it out.
I had a scripture, a quick testimony. I was at work this week, and I started talking to this chick who got kid cashier. I was just talking to a cashier. So I walked off, and I came back, and another girl walked up to me, and she was attracted to the chick, real cute, skinny, small. She walked up to me and told me that's her girlfriend. I need to stop talking to her.
What?
This Ephesians chapter.
But that goes back
So
to
as you rolling up on you thinking like, damn, I'm sorry. You like, damn, so right, and all of a sudden she standing up for her woman. What the?
and that's the new thing because like we were speaking about earlier.
Well,
these women
then you
will try
should
to
have
fight
been like, but she our girlfriend now.
They'll try to stand up against you, man. That's crazy.
Right, like she gon'
Yeah. Right. Get ready to fight for it.
If that. I want to
right.
still.
I'ma fade you.
Right. Give my fade.
You must want these hands.
Right.
I did the little finger thing. I'm like, so y'all do the whole little.
Scissors.
I'm so like, put it like cheek.
This 27, I got one. It said, likewise also the men leaving the natural use of the woman.
There you go, man.
It says, burn into their lust one towards another, man with man, working that which is unseemly.
That's unseemly, man. All right, and it's an abomination, and it's a vile affection. Thus saith the Lord. And we agree with what the Lord said.
That's right.
All right.
This Ephesians Galatians chapter 5 and verse 11, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret. So hey, that's a shame, man.
Damn, so tell me, when both these women, or clearly the other one was attracted too.
Both of them.
That's the new
And when
thing.
they both go in the kingdom,
Both North King. And it's crazy because the one that walked up, I'm assuming that's the
Right, the man.
the one. I'm like, so you leading her and she bigger than you. So like, what's gonna happen when all hell breaks loose?
man, because they both gonna get bent over, side by side. Now, y'all can hold hands and take it together.
Both of them. Bukkake time.
Right. There's all those soldiers run through you. All right.
And also, as the scripture said in Romans, it said it changed the natural use. And I'm thinking like, so what's y'all end goal? Like y'all just gonna be happy together and just keep bumping into each other?
No, they're gonna try to do in vitro and have a baby, man.
Yeah, that's the new thing.
All right. Because I just saw something that said that I think 20% of the babies born over the last couple of years were in vitro. So you ain't even having natural babies, especially when it comes to the implants. And I personally know two women that went and did it, both Jewish women. All right, they both just had in vitro babies, and that's kind of like the hot thing with them. Because what happens with most of these women, these career women, these not just the Jewish women, the Edomite women, these successful nigga women, they're waiting until their late 30s and 40s to have these children, and then they're coming to find out that they can't have children. And I remember talking, I'll just say a name like nobody know it, but I remember talking to Lindsay, and she was telling me, as a matter of fact, 3 Jewish women, 2 of them named Lindsay. Now they all did. But the redhead Lindsay, I remember her telling me how, she was giving me the whole breakdown about how hard it was, because I had met her husband. She was my client for a long time. Matter of fact, all 3 of them. And she broke down to me how they were trying, and she just couldn't get pregnant. And I'm like, well, you sure it's something not wrong with your husband? And and she's like, no, he's been tested, everything, he's good. It's me. And then she told me, she said that her doctor told her that for every year that you're on birth control, that's at least a month to try. So I'm thinking, so this woman was like 40 years old at the time. And so she'd been on birth control since she was like 16. Oh, shit. Yeah. So, so I'm like, dang. So that birth control shit is so fucked up. Yeah. So even when you come off of if you can even do it, especially at a 40-year-old age.
Yeah. And they're not telling us the truth.
You understand what I'm saying?
It speeds up the womb that I heard.
Yeah, and they're not telling us the truth. We don't know what the fuck that shit is.
Yeah, so
you
you
know
know,
that bad long, you might not never be able to get it.
You're right. Maybe that's why the in vitro is so popular now. Because these women, and when women supposed to be having babies at their age.
Right, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, young age.
If the world is backwards, man.
Done.
All right? The women are waiting till they're having children at the time that they actually should be becoming grandmothers. You should be having children when you're young. And then your body bounces back.
When you're old like that, there's a lot of complications.
Complications, right?
They can be all fucked up. You can't have babies.
Right.
All type of shit.
Down syndrome.
More chances it's more chances for Down syndrome, for different defects, and there's also more chances that the mother and the child could die at birth. All right.
Well,
Them little young bras that just walk by, them little future concubines, they should be. But you know what? I'm sure that they're probably all on birth control.
yeah. Or had abortion.
And they're probably a couple of
They're in
those.
college.
They're probably a couple of those, and they're probably screwing girls and guys.
Yeah.
That's the new thing.
You also have this, like you have Build-A-Bear, you got Build-A-Baby right up north where you can design your own baby. I have a few.
Wow, Build-A-Bear, now Build-A-Baby.
Yeah, I have a teacher or 2 at my job, and they didn't have no husband, so they wanted to have a baby. So they went on over there and designed the baby the way that they wanted. They wanted brown.
That sounds like one of the Jewish bras.
Yeah, but you gotta pay a lot of money.
But she had, they all of them had the money. But she actually had the dude. She took the sperm from the dude that she used to date.
Okay. Well,
That she actually had a relationship. So he didn't get her pregnant naturally.
Right.
She got pregnant after the fact. They weren't even together no more.
Right.
Now this is how you know women are crazy. Because she didn't, and the dude, you know, the dude was half Irish and half Mexican, so called. I don't know which one, you know, his father was. So, but she's a Jewish brother. But they were together for some time, and what she liked about him was his physical stature. And she's a tall, pretty ass blonde bro, thick as hell, right? And he was tall, good looking dude, you know. And so she wanted her child to have his attributes, but yet she didn't want him.
Right.
And she even made him sign documents that he would have no rights to the child. And he is, because now he got a whole daughter, and he can't even,
Enjoy it.
right? He got a whole daughter, man, and he got no rights to it. He can't, right?
That's how
Because she's like, it's, you know, with that Israeli accent, I don't want that man. Because the truth is, she just don't want to be accountable, and she don't want anyone to instruct and tell her what to do.
That's what it's about.
That's what it's all about. And she had a hate for her father.
Oh yeah, that's how it
She
starts from the
right,
father.
because she was like, there was some issue with her. And she said that her father, because I guess she grew up in Israel, but her mother and father got married in Romania. So, I don't know the whole story, but her mother and father went together. And up there, and I even asked her, well then, was your mother and father not together because your father? Or did your father didn't just want to go to Israel? And he wanted to keep his family in Romania? What's the real reason? There's something more to it, you know what I'm saying? Well, that her mother didn't tell.
Right.
Right.
These women hide a lot of secrets. Her mom's got a lot of secrets.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Y'all fucked up fucking with your mama.
Yeah.
Your mama ain't gonna tell you
Yeah,
shit.
my mother hid a lot of secrets too, man. And a lot of them came out in my adult age when I got older, man.
Have you hating your dad for no reason?
Yeah, for no reason.
Well,
that
that-
with my brothers, man, my two brothers, and my mother and father, man, every morning I used to get up and my mama says, fuck out down all day, I mean every fucking morning, right? And she tell me, well, your daddy ain't this and your daddy ain't that. And she tell me and tell my brother and shit, but I'm not listening to her because my daddy he always take us out and do shit with us. And shit.
Right.
My mama stopped doing this shit. She start staying at home, I don't want to deal with your daddy and shit. But she telling us that your daddy ain't shit, he don't do nothing for you and all that. I said, wait a minute, my daddy paid the bill. You ain't been really working like that. And he take us every fucking where. You just sit in the house, but you want to tell
And then
me.
you talk shit to him, give him a hard time.
Come on, and you talk shit to him, give him a hard time, but he paying everything. He take care of us and shit. He ain't left this motherfucker yet, but you talking shit telling us he ain't shit. And that's what women do. I had to tell my fucking brothers that shit. Hey, man, why y'all listen? Don't listen to your mama. Hey, look, love your mama, that's your mama. But guess what? I had to tell him. Your daddy take your ass out skate. He take you bowling. He take you play basketball. He do all this shit. I said, what your mama did? I said, y'all mad at him for what? You tell me what you mad at him. Your mama ain't doing shit. She telling you that he ain't shit, but he the one doing everything. And they had to come realize, damn, you right. Yeah, I'm right. I said, yeah, that's your mama, respect her. But don't be listening to don't listen to your fucking mama, man. Respect her. Don't disrespect her, but don't listen to her.
I remember when, these women just don't want to be, they don't want to be held accountable. They don't want to be underwater, man. I had an ex-wife ask me if am I going to get more wives, and I'm like, why the fuck do you care? You're not a wife no more. Why do you care?
Right.
And then I'm thinking to myself, I didn't say that to her, but I'm like, why do you even care? And then I told her, I said, look, man, I don't even have no interest in her right now. I just want to serve the Lord. And I said, I can wait on my Isaiah 4:1, right? And I said, the Lord gonna bring them. And I said, and guess what? Ain't none of them gonna love me. I said, I said, the Isaiah 4:1 women are coming out of fear. They're begging you to wipe them up because they're afraid. They're not coming to me because I'm Rico Suave, because they just feeling me. They gonna be trying to get in good, trying to show me all these cheeks they got, because, or whatever, right? What I can bring. And the truth of the matter is, I know that now. I understand that. You gotta understand, man. Isaiah 4:1 ain't about no love, man. Right. That's about women that's trying to survive and ready to submit. But guess what? They're not gonna be ready to submit to them. And then until then, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I think I see what you're saying." And she's like, "But you mean so you don't want wives that love you? You want that? Why? Women that that are only with you because of fear, not love? I said no, but that's what it is. I said Isaiah 4:1 is about fear. Women who are facing destruction, and then they know that their only way out is to be with a man of the Lord. So now they're gonna come around and try to submit, and then we're gonna be able to say, you, not you, you, not you, you, not you. They were right. Cause see, women control all of that right now. Because unless you raping a bitch, women control who having sex and who's not. Right? Then it's one way period. But the Lord getting ready to take y'all down and take all that power.
Rise up, you women that are at ease.
Come
Real quick, this is Psalms 110:3. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power.
Right, and not before then, man.
Right.
Not before then. No matter what they say or how much they say, not before then, man. These women are not gonna get water literally until the blades that they throw on the barrel of their head. Then they're gonna be ready to get low. Right? When they see people outside getting shot down, when they hear their neighbor next door getting pounded by all them different men, right? When they hear that,
That's when they
okay.
want some, I got a 5-year man.
They'll show it, chick.
Oh yeah, you already know. That's why she's over smart.
Being very flirtatious, chick. We can clearly see that that's a secret Jacob that she carried. All right, but that's just going to show you, man. A lot of these foreign women, they ready, man.
Oh yeah. Adding on to 4-1.
Matter of fact, she got that look on her like one of the Romanian women. And I'm gonna tell you, man, the Romanian women are thick as hell.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
They're right. They some of the thickest women in Europe,
Oh
man.
my God, look.
They're thick as hell.
Watch the gymnastics. Olympics just started. If I'm mistaken, the gymnastics, the women's gymnastics, the Romanian team, they have some of the oldest women on the team, and they are the thickest. They are nice.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Yeah, they be thick and
Man.
fit, right? The little waist,
Yeah.
big hips, round butts. They be muscular
Man.
and shape. Yeah.
And they win with medals.
Big old quads. Yeah, the Romanians, man, the women put together.
Yeah.
They have to, you know out. You have to make a stop there.
Oh yeah, definitely. I had a Romanian wife before. She was nice.
There you go. Like the fake Jew I'm telling you about. You know, she's Romanian descent.
And it can cook.
But yeah, go ahead, brother.
Psalms 110:3. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, in the beauties of holiness, from the womb of the morning. Thou hast the dew of thy youth.
There it is, man. So like I told her, she was like, okay, I got you. I see, I understand. Because what she's worried about is if she gonna be Isaiah 4 at this point. You know, trying to send messages and information. I found something you might want to do a video on. Yeah, you know, it's look. Time is gonna get, things are gonna get worse and worse and worse, man. And you know, I was watching a video with Elder Uriah and the brother Madakia, man. And they were going in on hyperinflation, how it's here, giving the prices of different meats and stuff like that. And then when I heard them say that beef bacon was up to almost $10 for a pound.
$10. The
Yeah.
inside almost up to $10.
I was like, what
Beef
the
bacon.
hell?
Yeah.
$10?
Yes.
You know, so hyperinflation is set in, man.
It's here.
You
It
know,
ain't going nowhere.
and things are only going to get worse.
Right.
As these and we're at the end of July, so the rest of July is gonna play out, and maybe half of August or all the way through August, and you're gonna start seeing some shit, man, because the party's almost over. All right, and everything's still open, but everything may start shut down in 2 weeks' time. All right, so we may make it all the way through August, we may not. But when the second lockdown comes, it's gonna be nothing but chaos in the middle.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Right, because your neighbor's house gonna become the new 7-Eleven. All right, the new convenience store.
Because you know, a lot of people so they tell you yeah, I'm already ready, man. I got this in my house, I got more, I got food, I got everything. Guess what? They gonna remember that.
Yeah.
When shit hit the fan, guess what? You a target.
And all them guys who put themselves up on on Facebook,
Instagram, all that.
Instagram,
Yeah.
put all that shit on YouTube.
Yeah.
How they canning, you know, they got all the canned, what do they call it?
Good.
You can the vegetables and
Oh, yeah.
meat.
Pickle.
You know, they got right.
Mason jar and shit.
They all the mason jar stuff. They got all the stockpiles of rice and beans and stockpiles of seeds, and you know they got all this water and stockpiles of apple juice and canned goods. They got all this stockpiles. You can put your shit out there.
Oh, yeah.
Man. People gonna recognize you.
Pride,
You
your
know,
pride.
and then not only that, one of them neighbors that recognize you, it's gonna, you know, somebody live in your town will see you. They just gonna follow you home.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, okay, that's where.
We know you at.
Right.
We got a lot of food.
Right, and then there was a video, I don't know if you brothers remember, this video was about maybe 7-8 years ago, maybe even longer, when the grass first came, when everybody started, you know, that prepping thing was hot, and there was this guy who was having a damn bulletproof vest, and you saw he had an assault shotgun when he was loaded, and it was only like maybe 60 seconds long, and he said something to the effect, I'd like to take this time to thank all you preppers.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
And all that stuff. Right, and then as the camera began to pan out, as they were prepping for food, he got all firearms and large, you know, he had all this crazy equipment. And then when they pulled back, you saw that shotgun, and he said, "Cause I got the keys to your door." And he cocked that big old shotgun, man. And he was like, "Thank you for preparing for stockpiling all that water and beans and good food for me."
For me.
Right.
Yeah, I got all that.
Because basically he's saying that me and my crew,
Oh, yeah.
we coming right.
Yeah, coming forward.
And guess what? It's gonna be jacket crews like that. All right. I rewatched the whatchamacallit, the Purge, the series, and on the series, I think it was because they had 2 seasons of the Purge. The series, the series 2, when they had the cops who would go out and rob banks on Purge night. All right, and then so they would go because it was Purge night.
Yeah, you can do that.
So they were cops, so they was a tactical team.
Okay.
So they would go out tactically hit banks.
Right.
You know, and then be done before the purge is over. So it's crime free. And so they hit this one bank, but then they got hit by a crew called Jackals. So there was a crew of guys, and their whole thing was to go around and jack Jackals. Right? So they would sit back and wait for you to jack.
Come this way.
And when you got all the goods, they would come right. So they would call the Jackals. They would wait for you, right, to, you know. It's like I was watching a video where the wild dogs had killed a deer, right? And they had a pack of wild dogs that killed an impala, right? And they would start to feed on it, and then a pack of hyenas came and jacked them, and jacked them, they killed from them. You know? Yeah.
Job 27 verse 16, though he heap up silver as the dust, and prepare raiment as the clay, he may prepare it, but the just shall put it on, and the innocent shall divide the silver.
So at the end of the day, the jackal's gonna get jacked too by the middle of the Lord.
That's right.
All right, because all these things that are being gathered up and collected up, it's being collected up for the Lord.
That's right.
All right, for the elect.
If I can say real quick, at the beginning of the whole COVID, they had it was a meme some black dude did or whatever. He said if you bought all that tissue and all that food and stuff and you ain't buy a gun, you bought that for me.
There it is.
That's the mindset of these people. It's Luke chapter 23 and 31. For if they do these things in a green tree, what shall be done in the dry? And this is people's mindset now, You got people that don't care about their neighbor. You got something that's stock, you got something that just won't take what other people have.
Right. Go read that again, brother.
It's Luke chapter 23 and verse 31. For if they do these things in a green tree, what shall be done in the dry?
Right. So a green tree represents a tree that's full of fruit. All right. You got, it's plenty of food and water and substance. So what happens when it's dry? They go, hey, look, people gonna be kicking indoors, man. My man, like dude said, you bought all that tissue and all that supplies, but you ain't bought no guns. He said, y'all got that for me, thanks. All right.
We see how Americans act when they're under pressure too. what about the fires in California, man? You had an Edomite out there, man. There was a family of Edomites. They ran up on his property, man. They just wanted some water, man. And everything was still intact, you know. But he was like, hey, man, he pulled out his 45, like, man, you cannot come on property. No, you are not getting into my water. So they recording everything. They tried to walk, man. My man let off a shot or two. He got put in jail, you know what I'm saying? Because I got laws against that stuff, you know. But at the same time, it's just letting you know how simple-minded these people will be when shit really hits the fan.
But they were stupid. When this man sitting there holding a damn 45 on top of that, all right? 45 ain't no 9mm, man. All right?
Coming off a ringer.
Okay? You know, right, you can get hit with, 50 got hit 9 times with a 9mm. You get hit with a 45, man, just once. You may not make it, man.
Yeah.
So this man holding a 45 and telling you not to come on his property, and they have to be Edomites. Because only an Edomite would do that. Well, we're just going to come anyway. You know? They only, right, the dude up a 4-5 on me, man. It's like, you got to.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, bro, all I wanted was some water, but hey, this you, bro. Right.
It was an episode on Boondocks. It's called the fried chicken food. But basically, Riley, he planned for everything because he knew something was going to happen. So he had generators, food, and water and stuff. He had a few of his, his immediate family and some friends over around. The word got out that he had all these supplies, and all the neighbors, all the ones that they came to the granddad crib. They was like, let us in. And he told them like, and they came back strapped and tried to take his house. So that's the same thing that's gonna happen here. I got one for you.
Hey, these women on you today, bro.
Second Ezra chapter 6.
Yeah, she was out of water.
Hey, Jezebel spirits out here.
Yeah,
Really.
that's a bad little Edomite.
Yeah, she was.
She was out of water for that.
Yeah.
In Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 22, it says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And they, as the scripture say, the vintage is gonna fail, man. Hey, the stores ain't gonna get no stores open, man. You won't be able to go to Walmart to get no food out of this, man. So all hell is gonna break loose. It's gonna be invading one another, as the scripture said.
Yeah. Another thing that people, there's so many different analogies or different, things that can play out. And another thing that I'm pretty sure is going to happen, a lot of Americans are dog lovers. Okay? And you got a lot of Americans that love their dogs more than they love people. So a lot of them not going to have the heart to kill their dogs and eat them and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Some people will, but most people won't. So what a lot of people are going to do when they can't feed their dogs anymore, they're just going to let them go and hope. And guess what? These dogs, it's going to be packs of dogs out here, man. Hungry as hell. And they just showed you that in different zombie apocalypse movies and stuff like
I
that.
did a video that sent me a video. A woman, I think it was like 2 dogs. She drug out to the motherfucking back and bust them upside their head, put a stick through them, put them over their side.
Yeah, she killed the dogs.
Hell yeah. 2 of them.
Well, I know, like this.
I'm not playing no games. Like, I'm home. Fuck this.
What the elder was speaking about, I've seen in my own eyes. When I live in Alabama, you had roams and packs of dogs roaming around, and that was bad because you didn't want to be out there when the packs of dogs get bites. They're gonna eat you up. They're hungry.
Yeah,
they're hungry. So I've seen that. And in Detroit, they also got a problem because everybody losing their houses and stuff. And they got these pit bulls and stuff. And they just roaming around in packs of pit bulls and stuff. So these dogs.
Damn, a pack of pit bulls.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare.
Yeah, exactly. But it's a hierarchy with these dogs, so they're gonna form. They gotta survive. So who's gonna be the number one target for them dogs? You weak ass you, exactly.
Yeah, because they ain't gonna. They're gonna another pack. We ain't gonna fuck with them. They can bite back.
Yeah.
But these slow ass people.
Oh yeah. Or that old ass man right there. That
right,
little ass
and
kid.
they can go after little kids. They gonna
You
go
women,
after,
weak
they
women.
Gonna go, they're gonna go after women carrying their kids.
Time.
Yeah, it's gonna get pretty bad, man.
Oh yeah.
Like right now, it's kind of bad. All the like your possums and things like that, they come in, they go in cribs now. Like, they literally climbing in the roof, eating. Like I had to fix, like 2 weeks ago, I had to go on top of the roof. You know what I'm saying? Because they say it's raining. And I'm looking like, it's like a chimney. And it looked like somebody, like a human came up there and pulled the chimney up and made a hole in it and got inside the roof. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I started seeing cow sheep. It's a what you call the thing? It's a possum. Possum got on the roof, that pulled the piece of the chimney up, and dug the wood out, and got into the house.
It's fire.
Trying to stay warm,
Yeah,
and
that's
trying
right.
to stay dry.
And
Right.
it smelled food.
Wow.
You know, Opossum is in the rap family anyway, so they barrel.